Andre 3000 has admitted that he would love to take on the challenge of finally making a solo rap album. Let me hear the clip. That sounds like ChatGPT imitating him.
How y'all keep giving awards to that's 49 years old, man?
DIYers over the last week, my favorite rapper, Andre 3000, who we did numerous reactions to him making the statement about how he don't want to rap no more because he don't know what to rap about at 48. Fresh off of winning his Grammy for Rap Song of the Year with Killer Mike, he says, I think I want to rap again. This article here on Hip Hop DX outlines where he said that. The headline says, Andre 3000 relishes challenge of making a fire rap album. I would love to do that, he says. Andre 3000 has admitted that he would love to take on the challenge of finally making a solo rap album. Get my hopes up high for nothing. The Outkast legend released his long-awaited debut solo album, New Blue Sun, last year, although some fans were left disappointed by the fact it was an instrumental project based around the flute. I'm a fan. That's me. I enjoyed the project. I did. I fell asleep to it many times. I didn't mean that disrespectfully. I mean that respectfully. It's very relaxing. Wait. Despite previously indicating that rapping was in his rear view mirror, 3 Stacks now appears enthusiastic about the idea of spitting again. When he was asked in an interview with High Snob Society if he missed rapping, Andre replied, I do. I'm at this point, I don't want you playing with my emotions no more, fam. Like, just drop the album and like surprises. Like, that's a surprise album I want to happen. This back and forth shit between you and the Lakers, I can't take this stress no more. He added, I would love to make a rap album. I just think it'd be an awesome challenge to do a fire-ass album at 48 years old. He didn't say that. Let me hear the clip. That sounds like ChatGPT imitating him. That's probably one of the hardest things to do. I'd love to do that. That's the cool thing about my whole ride. It really is a ride. The tone has shifted. Didn't I say, don't do it, Curtis. Didn't I say that there's a possibility once he gets this flute album off and he finally does what he wanted to do and not what people wanted him to do, that he might get that itch again? Seems like he got that itch again. I think I want to rap again. It is not known when the interview was conducted, as the article mentions listening to an advanced copy of New Blue Sun, which was released in November, so they don't know when this was actually said. I don't believe any of that. That's cap. I think that this was released strategically. I think that anytime something like this comes up out of the blue, it's not going to just pop up out of the blue because nobody wanted it to. I think it's somewhat strategic. 3000 previously suggested he was no longer interested in rapping, telling NPR, I love rap music because it was part of my youth, so I would love to be out here with everybody rapping because it's almost like fun and being on a playground. I would love to be out here playing with everybody, but it's just not happening for me. This is his prior comments. This is the realest thing that's coming right now. Not to say I would never do it again, but those are not the things that are coming right now. And I have to present what's given to me at the time. The Atlanta native also said his age was a factor in his hesitancy to return to rap. Sometimes it feels inauthentic to me to rap because I don't have anything to talk about in that way. I'm 48 years old. Yes, and you just won another Grammy. He admitted in an interview with GQ. And not to say that age is a thing that dictates what you rap about, but in a way it does. And things that happen in my life, like, what are you talking about? I gotta go get a colonoscopy. What are you rapping about? My eyesight is going bad. You can find cool ways to say it, but maybe he's realizing after he said the things that he said that, yes, we do want to hear that. I would listen to a 20-minute song of 3 Stacks rapping about losing eyesight. You rapped about doves in the jacuzzi, catching the Holy Ghost. The way that you paint words, sir, is first of all, the poetry that you're offering, the approach to writing, the coolness, which a part of it is how mysterious you've been. There's something about this transparency that I think made people kind of scratch their head, because I think some folks even felt a bit offended. I, as a 39-year-old rapper, 9 years younger, I felt like, what you mean? I got a whole lot of stuff to talk about. We did videos where Black Thought talked about it, and he said he got a whole lot to rap about. The more that he learns and he reads and he listens to NPR and podcasts, he has things he wants to say. Jada Kiss said the same thing. Even the Clips talked about how they are trying to refine what they're doing and getting better with time because they have more stories to tell. However, as we did those reactions, I did feel more empathy when you hear him talk about just the beast that fame can be sometimes and how much it can take away from the fun of it, all the criticism that's out there. And really, when you think about the year prior to him saying this, it was a really toxic year in hip hop dialogue around age. It felt like every single week something had to be said about you old niggas need to stop rapping. Case in point, oh, Gilly. On a recent episode of $1 Million Worth of Game, Gilly the King, had some really discouraging things to say about the idea of a Killer Mike winning his Grammy at 48 when there's so many young up-and-comers that are in the game right now that deserve it more than he does. When I see stuff like this, it's no mystery why a 3 Stacks, who this is more around his age group, might feel a certain way of how he may be perceived. Listen to this.
We keep it all the way real, man. How y'all keep giving awards to niggas that's 49 years old, man?
So you feel like they
hold on, wait,
don't get
hold on, wait. No, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, give it to them niggas when they deserve it, man.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because when you give it to a motherfucker with an album and it's like, okay, this cool, but this ain't classic, man.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that saying for the young niggas that's out here doing it right now?
That sometimes your blessings are delayed. That sometimes you can be in limbo between labels where you may be under a deal that says you are not allowed to put out music, and any number of crazy things that can happen in a circus called the music industry. And it can be an unfortunate set of circumstances that it doesn't allow a Killer Mike or an artist like that in their prime, or whatever is considered their prime, which I don't understand. He's going to make an analogy that I just don't understand why it keeps rearing its head. This idea that sports and music is synonymous. Now, we know that competitiveness and competition in hip hop is a major thing, but it doesn't necessarily make it a fact in conversations like this. Imagine the same argument being said in R&B, and imagine taking a Grammy out of Stevie Wonder's hand and saying, "You already had your day. It's all about the new R&Bers," who may or may not have been inspired by the one who happens to win it in that year.
Nah, and I'm still not content till I'm dominating every single continent. My shit go stupid, you don't think, then use your common sense. I did your wire and I know that I'm a product.
When they play that new king, all the DOIs go crazy. All the DOIs go crazy. When they play that new king, all the DOIs go crazy. All the DOIs go crazy.
That's in they prime, that's putting out they classic shit right now.
Yeah.
Let's keep it real, man.
Yeah.
This shit is about the owners of tomorrow.
Yeah.
Give that shit to them niggas when they was the owners of tomorrow, not when they was the owners of yesterday.
What happens when the younger artists are putting out mid, though?
Somebody's gonna have to tell the truth and I'm gonna tell it.
What happens when the younger artists are listening to people who have never made music tell them how long their music should be so that they can be on the primetime playlist, so that they can be seen by all the people who have the money to put them in front of these different people? What happens when they're listening to execs that don't know what the hell they're talking about, that allow them to scope their music and shape it and do all these creative decisions? You're going to tell me that simply because someone is younger and because they have juiced their streaming numbers, can't even trust numbers no more in this damn wrestling. When you can't even trust the numbers because they thrive off of fictitious metrics, how do we know what success really looks like? Now, he makes a statement. We're not going to see it here. He makes a statement later on about how he got women in the stands that's fainting. Talking about a Travis Scott. Got women in the fans that are fainting like, oh my God, it's so amazing. But I feel like there's no pushback in that conversation. You got folks that'll do that no matter what quality of music he puts out. They're just fans of that.
You giving niggas awards when they 50 years old. If I'm 24 years old, I'm like, fuck the awards, nigga. I'm in my prime. That's like them niggas giving LeBron James MVP right now. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Is he still good? Yes. Is he still great? Yes.
Now, as a sports fan, if the Lakers were the number 1 seed right now and LeBron was averaging close to 32 points, you would be out of your mind not to think that he would be at least considered for an MVP award. But that's neither here nor there. In the midst of me thinking about the idea of 3 Stacks coming back to rap, because who knows if it's going to be a thing this time. I hope it is. I really do look forward to hearing, him sharing about this moment that he's in right now and the things that are happening in his life. I did think it was really interesting to hear Schoolboy Q talking about the perception his fans have of him as he makes music, and also his plans of making music for as long as he can. I love this statement. Shout out to Schoolboy Q. He just put out Blue Lips on Friday.
People be like, oh my God, he's like, this emo Q is, I be seeing this shit online a lot. Y'all think I'm like super sad and shit. Bitch, I am not sad. Y'all got me fucked up. Hey, look, I rap about my life, and I think a lot of rappers don't rap about their life.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
These rappers don't be rapping about their life no more. They be taking TikTok requests. What should I rap about next? Is this the song of the summer?
More, so I come off as sad sometimes. But bitch, I'm rich as fuck. I go home to my kid. I play golf. I rap every day. I'm still one of the hardest working motherfuckers on the planet.
Hello.
I'm never gonna retire. I swear to God, I'm never gonna retire ever in life. I don't know how people retire from music, but I'm not gonna be one of those guys. I'm gonna literally be 80 years old, going out like BB King. I swear to God, I'm gonna be on this stage until 80 years old. There is no time limit to my fucking talent, no none of that shit. I'm getting better as I fucking grow. And y'all gonna fucking grow with me, and I'm gonna keep growing. Blue Lips, March 1st.
Shout out to Schoolboy Q. How old was BB King? 89 years old. And he was still out and about and performing live. I really do hope that more of the conversation around what is expected of a rapper as they age is going to shift in the direction that it's going. When you hear someone like a Schoolboy Q, who's probably going to have another very successful album run as he evolves in his life and he shares the stories of his life, I think the expectations will change for those who are coming up after him. Younger artists now that are looking about and saying, what is my place in this game at 34, 35, 38, 39, 42? Do I even still want to do this? Some of them may ask. But for those artists out there like myself, like a lot of my peers that I have these conversations with, there is no setup for the next big move. This is the move. This is the passion that we have chosen, the passion that chose us, however you want to put it. This is the goal. This is the treat. Yes, are there many things and businesses that can be spawned upon embarking on this journey? Absolutely. But to think that everybody has the same plan of worldwide fame and stardom, people really have. And I feel like it's going to be like that. Who knows how long it's going to be like that? It's been like that for longer than I've been around, that they believe that fame is synonymous with success. But there's a lot of people who have fame, but they're so broke they only have fame. And you could mean that spiritually, you could mean that figuratively, you could mean that literally, whatever you want to. As we're talking about rappers that are aging, I do hope that maybe 3 Stacks is a case study in it. Maybe he embarks on this journey and maybe it doesn't have the reaction that he thought it was going to have in the negative sense. Maybe it's just cool. I think at some point he's going to ask the same question that all of us ask as artists. Why am I doing this? Do I still want to do this? What is my contribution? What have I been put here to do? What can I say that nobody else can say because it was my experiences that were given to me? Is there a medium in which I can help people, serve people through music? This is something that I'm asking every single day, and I get reassured every time I sit down here to write a verse, every time I sit here to make a beat, or whatever the case. I'm reassured that this is what I was put here to do. Amongst many other things, this is absolutely one of those that I would love to carry into my 70s, 80s, maybe not my 90s. I'll probably be over with then. I'll be like, I'm gonna chill. But how do you say, how do you get away from something to something that you love, right? Those are my thoughts though, DIYers. You let me know what you think. DIYers, if you enjoyed this content, make sure that you hit the like button and maybe even consider subscribing. Come on, man. Stop being greedy. Peace.